Hello, once again. You can see that my presentation is entitled Materialized Ageism. It will be about transportation, mobility, accessibility, and ageism. Some of you may ask, it's a very different question, and we don't understand this. But those pictures should show you the one form of those so-called materialized ageism. It's entrance to our trams, it's entrance to our buses, which we have in Brno, Czech Republic, but there are similar carriages here in Bratislava or in capital Prague. So you can see the steps going inside, and you can feel that for many people, I mean aged people, it's very difficult to go in to use the transport. And these problems we have in urban planning in Czech Republic, we have it in transportation area, and in many other engineering professions. So senior citizens, they are very fragile people, and they have very difficulties to use the transport. And when our society is changing, you can see this graph, I hope, and I'm sure that you are familiar with this. And this is the blue color is society we had, or the age of the society we had in the year 2006. The gray color here is society, it's a prognosis for year 2050. And you can see the switch. We have much more older people, and also the society is changing, or this heterogeneous society which will be in the future when you compare with society which we have today. So, and this new kind of society needs a new kind of cities, and it needs a new transport for the future. And one of these important programs we were involved, it was Project SIZE, and it was also about ageism. And one of these important results we had is that people with decisive power, they make a decision in favor of older citizens, but it's not in reality in favor of all citizens. So we should change our thinking, and we should also better understand the needs and wishes and fears of elderly people. So our hypothesis was that time that it's connected the aging of the society and transportation, also a quality of life of this aging society. And when we improve the mobility, we can improve the social life of people, we can improve the accessibility to cultural and other sport and other occasions. So it was related to individual mobility, because it's important for everybody to have family ties and to travel with the family. It was connected also with safety and security. It was connected with equity. Also the gender question was very important for us, because for elderly women it's very difficult. They don't have cars in my country, so it's very difficult to travel. Comfort, aesthetics. Aesthetics is important because we have tried to support walking and cycling, and it's made actually in public space, in urban space. So these questions are also important. Cost, because sometimes the transport is very costly, and all the social needs which are connected with transportation. And most important problems which we have found were technical solutions which were not equal with the wishes of elderly people. negative impact of transportation on social life. In cities, lack of places to socialize, lack of toilets, inconsiderate car drivers, so problems with car drivers, problems with overcrowded transport vehicles here in Czech Republic, for instance, and the negative attitudes of society toward older people and lack of finances. We didn't only discuss the barriers which they face, but also fears, because if you have fears to travel, it doesn't enable you to travel at all. And we have found some technical barriers. So, and we were discussing these technical barriers with the people with decisive power at the ministries, at the municipalities, and so on. And we have also discussed a very important group, which are very sensitive. And those two groups were people over 80, so very old people, and poor seniors, where the question of transport is very pressing. And our messages were to explain and describe the present mobility problems, the situation, needs and wishes of people, of senior citizens, to motivate actions with the authorities, and we try to find relevant solutions, because we discuss with municipalities, we discussed the master plans, we discussed with the public transport providers, and also we had quite good links with automotive industry, especially with Škoda cars. So we tried to invent things which could help elderly drivers to drive. And some conclusions. So mobility is important, it's fundamental for autonomous living, it's part of quality of life, and it enables active participating in social sphere, in cultural events, and so on. And mobility is an important factor of independence. And we have some policy messages. So it's our foundings were try to allow independent lifestyle, quite good quality of living, controlled mode change, because when you became elder, you have to switch from private car ownership and use more public transport or cycling and walking, which is very important because it's a physical activity which is needed. We try to establish awareness of limitation in old age, and we tried also to help with compensation processes. Because the fatality rate was very high in Czech Republic. Some years ago, it was about 1,300 fatalities, and we try to reduce fatalities, especially among older people, and try to reduce the severity of accidents, which was also important. And we tried, and we are doing this just now also, to consult with municipalities and adapt the environment for the need of elderly people. So we hope that we can raise the satisfaction levels and improve quality of life. And these are some policy messages which were oriented towards European Union, European Commission, national states, ministries. We cooperated with the Ministry of Transport and Ministry of Health, for instance, here in Czech Republic. And we had also traffic issues which were oriented towards designers, engineers, urban planners, and architects. And some special fields which may be interesting for you to see. This is our special field where we were acting with Škoda cars and other car providers. And this is so-called ADAS and EVs. This is small devices which are installed in your cars and which help you to drive, for instance, because in the process of aging, you have some limitations. Maybe your sight is narrowing, and you can add special devices which can help you and warn you and everything. So this is our special field. We were very active, and we have quite a good cooperation with Škoda, for instance. So it helps to have independent and better driving for elderly people. It is a question when you should give up your driving and switch to other modes of transport. It's discussed now, but we try to help also the older drivers who are not able to give away all the driving in old age, especially in remote areas. And this is our other field of our activities, and it is especially urban area, because one of our results or conclusions was that it's very important for elderly people safety and security. You can use public transport under the condition that the streets are safe and secure. So when we enhance safety and security, we can also enhance mobility. That's it. Thank you.